Hi, Christopher. This is Anne, and thanks for wanting to hear my take on your entries for CP Treasures Volume 9. Yeah, this is a great piece. Reflection. No, C-Class Racing. There we go. C-Class Racing. Yeah, it's really nice. It has one major flaw, and that's it. It's really only one. Well, maybe two. The composition is a little, I mean, what you see most is the wheel. And, it's like your eye just kind of goes right to it. It's the only thing that's round. It's the only thing that has that sort of brown. It has a whole lot of detail. And so your eye just keeps kind of going back to that. I mean, you might think that this this is where your eye would go. And it does. It goes there too. Kind of bounces back and forth. So you want to be careful, when you put something right in the middle of a piece, you're kind of saying, please notice me. And if that's not what you wanted to be the main thing, then, compositionally it might have been better if you could have had it not quite so prominent, the wheel. But the real thing are your whites, and I have to assume that these are whites. Now, maybe they're supposed to be silver. They read as whites that are not completely... you know what? I think it's supposed to be silver because you did a good job with the whites. Wow, so that's interesting. Okay, so what's keeping it from looking like silver is that you see your strokes. It's not filled in enough. And, silver, shiny silver is like slick and smooth and like you've done with the whites, actually. So when you see a lot of strokes like we see here, then it gets to be like iffy. Is that smooth, shiny silver paint, or what is that? So that's where it kind of falls apart. You just needed to work more to get these strokes to go away, whether it's you through burnishing by pushing hard, or more strokes so that it's denser, so you stop seeing the strokes. I mean, because you did a nice job here with the highlight. So yeah, this has, and then there's some places that just, it looks like you just kind of, well, this is good enough, and that's right here, and then back here, and even the top here, just like less attention. And I'm a firm believer that the weakest spot in your painting colors the entire thing. So if you have a spot that's like didn't have enough attention given to it, it kind of just takes the whole piece down a notch. The other piece is very cool. It's very flat for such an intricate mechanical thing. And it's flat because although you have like shadows going this way, you don't have shadows that tell us like how deep. Well, for instance, this whole section back here is behind this, but it has the same light as this, and that has the same light as this. So there's nothing that's light-wise that's changing as you go back, and so it flattens the entire piece. But I like that. I mean, I have no problem with light, the flatness. I just want to let you know that that is going on. But yeah, I like your color, your blues, these things, these areas definitely work the best in the piece. You're sort of missing a full range of values. It's mostly mid with a couple of darks, so you don't really have much light except for here. A little more light here, a little more light contrast might have been nice, and less flatness here. So it's just hard to imagine that the light is hitting this entire piece here in the exact same way, because the only shadow you have is a little bit of shadow here. So pay attention to that kind of thing. It would give it a little more interest, a little more realism. But nonetheless, I love the title, Heavy Metal, and I like the concept. It's some train or some train tool, some train vehicle, some vehicle that's on a train track. I like, I've been always been a big fan of zooming in on things like this and separating them from the whole. And I think you've done a nice job with it. And that's why we decided that this one would work well in Hidden Treasures. And so that's it. Thanks for entering. Thanks for listening. And keep going. Keep going. You've got talent. All right. Thanks, Christopher. Bye.